This is Eunoia, spoken by Elswyth, the femdom hypnosis podcast dedicated to relationship and mind building with words. Today's Eunoia explores, can you kneel without kneeling? Good question, right? But as always, we start first with our relationship building. Alright. I can't seem to stay focused without you. I find myself coming back to your website several times a day. I've listened to your last session several times now, but can't seem to get the fence painted. I am aching for you and I'm longing for your words. Please use me. Now those are good words. Are we doing that because you could hear me move? Please use me. Now those are good words. N writes, there will be a new piano practice recording soon. I have become almost completely fluent with that music piece now. I've gotten to hear some of N's practicing along the way. I'm even going to perform it at a student concert in a few weeks, unless the pandemic has other plans. Well, I say, if you aren't recording your piano, guitar, or banjo practice sessions for your mistress, ask yourself, why not? C writes, I hope you're fully recovered from your vaccine side effects and that you're enjoying an amazing Sunday. Told you I was catching up on email. I plan to re-listen to several of the Sunday Eunoias from earlier this year. I may also re-listen to several of the affirmation sessions. With any luck, when I go back to bed in a few minutes, I will have the dream again, where I'm crawling on a slight incline, trying to get to you. A follower asks about setting their own hypnosis safe word place. I have created places for others and have kept my own headspace spots for a few years now. I'm not sure how we could easily do this on a larger scale, perhaps like the dream setting sessions. If you haven't experienced Castle Keep, it is available on the website. It's another version of a safe word session, like Tunnel of Light. I'll link to both and today's blog post. And also check the blog post for other comments and suggestions and so on shared with me. And then after our reflection time, I'll share today's homework. It's time to prepare yourself. Let's begin by finding your focus through deep breathing and then a scan, checking that body of yours for any tension or ways you could be just a bit more comfortable. As mentioned, today's theme is kneeling, but I don't expect you to be kneeling right now. Imagination has much to do with reality. It shapes the way we see our reality, and therefore, it affects our expectations and our hopes, our actions and behavior. Heard the saying that the loudest voice you hear is the one in your head? Your imagination is similar. Many of us go over scenarios in our head and it becomes like software that programs our behavior, expectations, and actions. But it isn't just about the action, is it? We don't simply see ourselves going through the motions. Instead, it is the emotion attached to the thought, the visualization, that gives it power. Kneeling to retrieve a lost sock from under the bed, it doesn't have the same emotion as kneeling to focus on my words. Without moving, I want you to imagine those two scenarios, focusing first on the lost sock and taking a pause before we start in on the second. So scenario 1, imagine your bedroom. Got it? Imagine having one sock on or in your hand, and for whatever reason, you remember the other one is way under your bed. Now, in your imagination, kneel. Feel anything yet? Okay, sure, you might feel annoyed or relieved, or you might be imagining me telling you to kneel, so you might have found some pleasure there. But honestly, you may be feeling nothing and just going through the motions of finding the sock. Be in that same bedroom, both socks off, and you're getting ready to kneel to listen to a 5-minute affirmation session. What feeling do you have before you kneel? Now, imagine on your knees, maybe a couple of adjustments to get comfy, and there, ready to listen, kneeling. How does that feel? Even in your imagination, you can feel these changes and emotions. So yeah, you can kneel without kneeling. You have a brilliant imagination, and it offers you these vivid experiences. For the next minute, reflect on how different positions influence your mood. First, imagine yourself on your knees, forehead pressed to the floor. And then imagine yourself standing up very tall, arms spread wide, and experience those feelings. Go on for 1 minute. So tomorrow we won't have a Eunoia session. Instead, for Friday, I'm going to be releasing the public bits of the kneeling session. And on Saturday, the private goodies come out. Sound good to you? Does to me. Oh, and do check out the Hypnosis Safe Word sessions if you haven't already. The links, they really are on today's post. Okay, now, I know you've been waiting for this. Let's talk about today's homework and permissive circumstance. Your homework is to practice kneeling in your head a few times today. And if possible, before the day ends, I want you on your actual knees. See how it feels to you. The difference. We want to push past any limits, real or imagined, that you might have set. And your permissive circumstance, well, are you ready? If you're wearing socks, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to wait until tomorrow for a chance at release. Thank you for your devotion, and we'll meet up again soon. Bye for now.